Metal Torso Gaming.
Hello? Well, it's Friday. I decided to go ahead and stream again. I did the 36, 36, this 7800 yesterday, so I figured I'd do some more games today. Yeah, I don't even know why I said 3600. I was trying to figure out why that came out. I was thinking about, I was telling my buddy Jeff from Go Game to Go that I picked up I think it's a GDEMU. I always call them GD ROMs. But anyways, it's a SD card replacement for your Dreamcast. You can put it in where the CD drive is. Well, it was the GD drive. But replaces it, and you can, play games off of it. Which is good because I have some Dreamcast games, but I don't have a ton of them, and they're more expensive and harder to find sometimes. So this way, I can play whatever. And I got a new controller for it. It's a Striker Dreamcast controller, wireless. We'll see how that works. I still have two other Dreamcast controllers, so there's a possibility I might just use them. I have to see what this one feels like. I have a VMU, but the damn thing's Japanese. I can't read it. I don't know how to turn it off. I tried to go online to figure out how to do that, and it hasn't worked exactly the way I would like it to. So, there you go. But at least I tried. It's just doesn't work out all that well. Anyways, before we played anything, I figured I would show. I don't know if you're familiar with this game. Probably the suckiest game that you can get for the 7800. The only reason I bought it was I think it was like $3. But two, at the time when I got it, I didn't really know much about it, so I figured out, I'll try it or whatever. And oh man, is it horrible! And then, I read other people's take on it, and I think it's universally thought to be horrible. So, I'm sure there's some people out there that may like it, but yeah, the majority of people say it's a piece of crap. But so let's see. Let's go to that. And alrighty. Oh, I got to do something here. Sorry about that. Okay, there we go. All right. And blah blah blah. It's about Army Warriors or whatever. But it's not something you need to read. Because the game's not that good to really give a crap about it. Let me get this volume down to a decent level. Alrighty. Hey, Jeff, how's it going? Hey, Salvador. Oh, I was just talking, Salvador. I know there are some people that love this game. I can't stand it, and I know majority of the people that can't stand it. But that's how I was putting in there that there's people out there that like it, though. I don't even know if I can remember how to play it, because I tried to play it, I wasn't any good at it, and then that was it. And well, it's like right there. How's it going, Casey? We'll try again. All right, you can see me kicking out. Oh, wait a minute. Is that me kicking? Oh, wait a minute. That was me kicking. What did I do? Hit 2-player? Yeah, we better go in there again. Or maybe it is a 2-player game. I can't remember. No, that's got to be him moving. Yeah, I'm the other guy. The guy that got his ass kicked. Yeah, see, I don't even know how to hit. It's embarrassing. There you go. Woohoo! All right, I'll do it a third time, even though. Yeah, see. Okay, I can do stances. Directions on D-pad: punch and kick. Button is for your stance and running. Okay. Well, let's try it one more time. Okay, so that's for the stance. Okay, so I did something there. Okay. Now, what we got to figure out is how to get back up. Okay, there we go. Then there's that. Then that. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's enough of me. That's enough of me getting my ass kicked. Yeah, maybe I just have to take more time with it, Salvador. Like I said, I just played it, didn't understand it, got the crap beat out of me, and just pretty much chalked it up as sucking. So, maybe it's just something I need to give a little bit more chance on. But as you can see by playing, I wasn't lying about sucking on it. Pretty horrible. Alrighty, let's get into doing one of my favorite games. Now, I say favorite. Don't construe that as being that I'm good at it. I love this game, Xevious, but I'm not always that great at it. I'm better at the arcade version. But yeah, I've never been, a Xevious professional. But I always liked playing the game. I always thought Xevious was pretty cool. Excuse me with my water drinking. All right, let's see. Let's pick advanced, expert, novice. That's me. I'm a novice. Oh. Now this part I can be deceiving on, where it looks like I know what I'm doing. Oh. Got a little bomb happy on that one. Oh, there we go. Oh, jeez. Didn't pay attention to him. That was horrible. Ah. That's all I was like on the Atari 50th collection. You can play the... oh, that was horrible. You can play the arcade version of it. Oops. Oh, that was terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Let's do that again. Yep. Shoot and start going to hell in a handbasket. Jesus. Miss everything there. Can't be timid. Oh. Oh, that was dumb. That's the thing is, you can't become too focused on something because you got to pay attention to everything else. Like that. Oh. See, I did it again. Instead of just launching a bomb and moving, I sat there and was trying to get a better shot to take all four of them out at the same time. Like I said, you can't really do that here. You just take the shot and then you keep moving. Ah. That was just me running into something. Took my eye off the prize. Hey, Lone, how's it going? Yeah, I like this version of it, Jeff. It's pretty good. It's pretty decent. It's not, it's close to the arcade. Not too bad. All right. Let's see. Let's move on over to might go back to Xevious. I do love that game. Let's go to Popeye. One of my other favorite games on here. Now, from my understanding, this is by Opcode Games, but this is supposedly the original release. The original release is expensive, I guess, to get. Hard to find and expensive. So Opcode Game went ahead and released it again. So, because usually, like, Eduardo from Opcode Game, he pretty much programs all the other stuff. But this one, I don't think he did. I could be wrong in that, but that's just from my understanding. Is he just re-released the ROM that was out earlier? Let's see. Pick one player. And one player. And then we'll go novice. Screw you, Bluto. He's pissed. But let's be honest, Pluto's always pissed. Let's go down there and collect them. Oh, geez, I went up the stairs instead of hitting it. Oh, that was horrible. All right. Come on, Pluto. What did I say, Pluto? I meant Bluto. Now, sometimes you'll notice my control goes a little erratic. I'm using the 2-button controller from from the 7800, and sometimes because it's the thumb, it's the thumb pad, but with the little stick on it, and sometimes it's not. I push on it and it goes up or it goes sideways. I don't know if that's a controller problem or a me problem. Let's get down there and get them. Oh, see, I went up the ladder. That's me with the controller for some reason. As I said, I think that's a me thing when I'm on that stick. It's like I'm pushing up for some reason. There we go. I knew he was going to jump his fat butt down there. I hardly ever... geez. That was just me messing up on the controller again. Yeah, I hardly ever get Bluto on this level. That was just me moving into down the ladder. man, I walked right into that. Oops. Ah, right in the bottom. Well, I'm going to play one more time because I'm usually a little bit better than this. I ain't saying I'm the best at it, but I do better. Oh, I finally got him. That's the first time I ever got him on that level. Oh, man. And not too long from getting that straightened out, too. Yeah, let's do that one more time. Oh. I don't even know if it actually saves your score, because apparently not. So, kind of senseless adding it in, but that's me, senseless. Almost went down. Yeah, I used to play this in the arcade all the time. Um, this and Donkey Kong, I actually played at our local 7-Eleven. Because at that time there was no arcade around, so we either played games at the movie theater or there at 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven's the first place too that I played Dragon's Lair. Uh-oh, he got by me. Uh-oh, dang. That was my fault for going up the stairs. Bluto outsmarted me. Old Bluto was about to jump down there too. Nope. It's not what I wanted to do. Uh-oh. Damn you, Bluto. Oh, geez. It killed me before I got to it. I was just about to punch the spinach. Took too much time. Oh. Gosh, went downstairs again. I was trying to get there before the bottle, but apparently not. There we go. Oh, jeez. That was a dummy. I forgot that it went all the way down on that one. That's horrible. We were able to get him that time because Pluto's a dum-dum. I don't know what he was thinking. Man, that was a couple close calls there. Uh-oh, bottle got me. And we're pretty close to getting a ladder built. Oh, no. That was the dumb part on mine. I thought I'd be able to get that spinach before he got me. Jeez, had a problem going down. Oh, jeez. Terrible. Terrible. Gosh, I was almost towards the end part there, too. Let's just said this controller, sometimes I have an issue with it. Now, yesterday it worked pretty good, but sometimes, like I said, I don't know if it's me. It's got to be me, but there's something about when I'm pushing on it where I think I'm going to the side and pushing up or down or whatever, and I don't know if it's just because the way it's designed or whatever, and where I'm placed. Like yesterday, maybe I was just placing my thumb in the perfect place and it was just working great. All right, let's go ahead and do food fight. That's a game I always enjoyed at the arcade. Excuse me. Had to get me a drink. Instead of bringing my glass with my sippy cup glass, I just brought a whole bottle of it. I don't know what it is if I drink bottled water, I drink way more of it than if I'm just drinking ice water, from the tap. All right, let's get this game. Oop. Wasn't even close to hitting them. This is a pretty good version of Food Fight 2. Uh-oh. Now I gotta watch it because he's got a banana. There we go. That was close. Nope. I don't know what I was aiming at. Oh, my aim sucked. Got one of them, didn't get the other one. Did the same thing there. Getting too fancy. Alright, we just gotta stay away from... I was gonna say, need to stay away from them guys. Said I got one. Let's go back through that again. Alright. Oh, wait a minute. See, that was on intermediate. We all know I'm a beginner. Let's see how it goes on that one. I was going to say I usually last longer than that, but I usually play beginner. Walked into him. I thought I was far enough away from him I wasn't going to touch him. Oop. Ooh. Right into him. Oh, he fell in the hole. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. Got lucky on that one. I always do better on watermelon. I don't know why. Got an extra guy. At least we're doing a little bit better. Nice. That was done. Got myself screwed. We'll do one more just for hell with it. For shits and giggles. Well, I'm gonna practice on that game, Saboteur. I'm gonna actually take a stab at it and try to get better at it. Like I said, I just picked it up, didn't understand it, and gave up on it. But I'll give it a fair shake. Did pretty good with the pies. Yeah, and I was telling Salvador, I know you like the Dreamcast. I think you do too, Lone, or whatever. But I was telling Jeff, I just picked up a GD EMU. I call them GD ROMs for the fact they take place of the CD ROM for the GD ROM for the Dreamcast. But anyways, I picked one up, and it comes loaded with, like, I think it's every Dreamcast game. I also picked up a HDM. Well, it goes in that hook up on the back of the Dreamcast for VGA, and it's a VGA to HDMI input. And also, I picked up, I think it's called Striker, Dreamcast controller. So once I have that, I'll be able to. Oh, did you get it? Yeah, it's a good deal, ain't it, Jeff? Yeah, it's $113. And like I said, it comes loaded with Dreamcast games. I can't tell you they're exactly all of them, but it sure does look like it's pretty much all of them. Yeah. Oh, you played it on the C64, Salvador. Okay. Yeah, I did hear it was someplace else, but I wasn't sure what system. As I said, majority, it seems like everybody hates it. But there were some people that were swearing by how good of a game it was. They were pretty much saying that anybody that thought it sucked was because they sucked. That's how they were putting it. Let's put Dig Dug. Good old Dig Dug. Now, this is a re-release by Atari. Came out in their Namco deal. Well, I think, wait a minute, did it come out of the Namco deal? I can't remember if Dig Dug is Namco. I know Atari did the arcade game. Yeah, it's Namco. Guys are already trying to kill me. Uh-oh. Oh, why did I do that? That was horrible. All right. This guy's going to try to run. But he ain't going nowhere. Yeah, that's the thing is I have the other way to do it too, Salvador. I just have that one I just heard was the best to HDMI, but I do also have the other hookup, for the other games. I just have to find out which games can't use the HDMI. Oh. All right, we're going to do a little switcheroo here because, like I said, on some of this stuff I'm having problems with this controller, so I'm going to switch to the stick since Dig Dug only requires one button. I can get away with it. Oh, you're feeling the need to play some Katrina, Katika, whatever it is. What did I say, Katrina? All right, there we go. Geez, I hit something on. I don't know what the hell I hit. I was trying to cut the stream off. Okay, let's see. Let's unpause it. Yeah, it works a lot better with the stick. At least for me. Oh. All right, there. Got him. They try to double team me. Uh-oh. I was gonna say there's three of them. I knew I was a goner. Uh-oh. I killed myself. I moved. Let's get another one in there now that I got the stick. Oh, jeez. That's definitely different about this game is they start digging quicker than they did in the arcade. Yeah, it doesn't take them long at all to start coming after you. All right, come up here. There we go. Oh boy. I was going up there. One's already coming to get me. Oh, geez, he went right towards me. Wasn't paid enough attention to him. I meant to let off of him so I can get that other one, but I didn't do that. Oh boy, man, they came a hoofing after me. I was trying to do that again. I didn't do it right. Huh. Reflexes are slow. All right. And then let's see what we got. Oh, we got good old Miss Pac-Man. Now, this is the original release of Miss Pac-Man. I seen that there was a collection that used to be on Atari Age. I didn't see it because I heard about it afterwards. But there was a collection that had a bunch of Pac-Man games. It had Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, and then it had variations of them. And I seen that one, and it looks slightly different than this one. Probably a little. I don't know though. It's actually maybe it is kind of close to this one. Now that I think of it, so maybe they just had that version of it. I don't know. But yeah, supposedly it's well, I can tell you it's not available anymore because I couldn't find it. But sometimes you get them on Atari Age. You'll see the stuff. It'll be last time to get it or whatever. Last chance. And that's the thing is if you're wondering why, oh crap, when Atari got the rights to do the Namco games, the reason you didn't see this is because Atari doesn't own the rights to Miss Pac-Man. I mean, Namco doesn't own the rights to Miss Pac-Man. That's owned by somebody else. And that had to do with just because, if I'm not mistaken, whoever came up with Miss Pac-Man came up with it outside of Namco, and then they had a deal or whatever, that they brought it to the arcade, but I think it was like because at that time there used to be a lot of hacks that were made of some of the arcade versions. And I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And then Namco had seen it and liked it, so that's why they brought out Miss Pac-Man. They got the rights to it and that. But sometime back, of course, it went back to the original owner or whatever. And so that's why you don't see it with any Namco collections. I'm sure there's more to the lore than that. I'm giving you a very abbreviated version of it, but and I don't even know how accurate I am being on it. It's just that's from what I remember. Oh, hey Pierre, how you doing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's the thing with this second maze on this Pac-Man. It's easy to get yourself boxed in on it. By this time, I'm just trying to clear it. Uh-oh. Then I just got caught. I got caught with my pants down. Oh. Damn you, red ghost. Yeah, I'm playing on the 7800 Pierre. The 7800 plus. I prefer to play on my 2600 plus, but this has the pause button, so got myself trapped. We'll play one more thing of that. Yeah, the time that the 2600 plus came out, it was the first time I was thinking about buying a 2600, the original version, and I was going to get the Vader version, but then then I seen about this, and I was like, and I decided just to go ahead and go for it, but. I mean, because it plays the games pretty good. Can't complain. Even though it's basically emulation. Oh. I don't know why it went up. That was dumb. Oh, the reason I just prefer the 2600 is just aesthetics. Because it looked like what I used to have. I never owned a 7800. It wasn't until I got the 2600 plus that I start playing 7800 games, and then the 7800 plus came out, and I went ahead and got it, and I do like the aesthetics of the 7800, but like I said, it's just the 2600 is what I was used to. So that's all it is, just for memory reasons. From old time's sake. Oh. Should have just kept following Pinky. That was dumb. I don't know what I was playing there. If I was playing something, I would have told you. Nope. That was dumb. Try to squeeze in there. Oh, that's a good deal. Yeah. I don't blame you. I mean, I've been thinking about getting the Pac-Man edition of it just because I like the look of it. But it's still, maybe if it comes down in price, maybe I will. All right, let's see. Oh, I had, for the last game, I'm going to go ahead and play Space Duel. I played this at our amusement park that was close by. They had a pretty good arcade, and I used to play this in there. This and, Star Castle. I'm trying to think what else there was. There was Star Castle. There was Space Wars. They had that in there. They had like a lot of the older ones. Now, this one actually, this came out, this was supposed to be the sequel to Asteroids. And then they developed Asteroids 2. This one got put on the shelf. And Asteroids 2 did horrible. It sold crap. So then they went ahead and released this out. This did better than Asteroids Deluxe did, big by far shot. I don't mind it, Pierre. It's just I don't know if it's me. I was sitting there talking about it. I have the thumb pad on it, and the thumbstick, and sometimes when I'm doing it, I don't control it well, and it's I think it's me because it's just locate where it's at. You have to hold it specifically where you get a good pivot with your thumb. And so if I'm not holding it correctly, I'm not getting a real good pivot on it. Yeah, that's yeah. I know. Well, that's like a lot of you guys I know with in Papa Pete's channel or Casey's channel. That's the thing is Atari is what I grew up with. It's the second system ever. I always tease Jeff. The first system I had was the RCA Studio 2. That was the first. It had like 6 games on it. It used buttons, the control. There was no pad or anything like that. Then I got the Atari 2600, and I had that for a while, and until I got to Coleco. The Intellivision I never got because I went and tried it out at an O'Neill's building, and I picked it up and I was messing around with it, and for the life of me I couldn't deal with the pad. I was used to the stick for the Atari 2600, so I'm trying to use this disc. I didn't know how the hell to use it. I'd spin it around, I'd do this and that. So I gave up on it. That was it. That's the only attempt I ever tried to deal with it in television. So, I just said hell with it. And so the next system I got after the Atari 2600 was the ColecoVision. And then I had the Atari 400 computer, and I had the Tandy Color computer. So I was, and then that kind of range until I got the NES and that. But yeah, so the television, I only knew from commercials or whatever. I didn't have any friends that had one. I wasn't, familiar with them. And then it wasn't until I started watching Papa Pete and that I, it was way before the 7800. I mean, 2600. But yeah, I had the I started watching Papa Pete and that, and it was interested in hanging out there, and plus Papa Pete would show other games, sometimes Ataris or ColecoVision or whatever, and so then that's how I learned more about the Intellivision system. And I have an original. I bought a modded original from Luke at Intellivision Collector. So I do have one, and I have what the hell's that car? I got the one that has some extra game. It has games on it. It has the 125 and a few other extra games. Pyro or something like that, I think. But I got that from Etsy. And if I'm not mistaken, did I get that because of Casey? It might have been Casey suggested it or something, or heard it because of Casey. I can't remember. But that's why I got that one. So I have that, and I have the and I bought an IntelliVoice for it. I actually bought a nice IntelliVoice. It was still in the box, and I mean, it looked in pristine condition, like whoever had it never used it. Yeah, and it is, because that's the thing is that's probably what happened with a lot of people with the Intellivision, is they're used to the Atari pad, the stick. So when they try to use it, it threw them off, and they just gave up. But there was a few people that went ahead and stuck with it, and that could have also been a factor with a lot of people wanting to switch over. I know definitely one of the factors that kept people from going to the television was the arcade games that Atari had. Atari, was loaded with arcade games, but it was also the controller, because we just weren't used to it. We're used to a stick, and if you're somebody like me, you just didn't take the time to try to learn it. Now I can use it. I'll be honest, I still like the stick better than the pad. But yeah, I definitely can use it now. Well, it's interesting with some of the shows because it's it's nice to see people with that much um, uh, fire about the old systems, the interest that people have for them. It's because I have interest in the old systems too. Now nowadays I prefer newer systems in like the Switch 2 or whatever. But I do still have a high love of the Atari system, and now the 7800 because that's newer for me. I'm really getting into that, and I was just telling everybody I'm going to be playing Dreamcast pretty soon. Also, what I was almost going to do today, which I didn't get to, what I decided not to do was here's my TurboGrafx Mini. I love this system. The thing about owning a Turbo Mini is you got to use a 1 amp input. If you use anything over that, it'll blow the system out. And I learned that early on, so I use a Nintendo adapter, which is a 1 amp, and it works perfectly fine for it. And so I still have it, and I love that thing. Yeah, and that's because it's like Pete. Papa Pete talks about how he loves the pad. Because that's he same thing. He had the 2600, but his brother-in-law had it, and so there was this bond he had with his brother-in-law and sister having it. He played it a lot, and so it meant a lot to him too. And he he could play the system great. Chuck is good. Chuck plays the system really good with it. Casey's good with it. So, I mean, there's guys that are really good with using the controller. I never checked into that Pierre. I imagine there might be, but I just never messed around with it. I never even, I have a I have a SNS, SNES. I didn't add games to. I have the NES. I never added any, the minis that I never added games to. The only one I added games to was I have the PlayStation Mini. And I watched Mad Little Pixel, and he had a thing on there of how I can add games to it. And it was amazing what you could put on that little system. And because I don't know if you ever had the PlayStation Mini, but it sucks. The games that it has for it ain't that great, but it's not a great system. But you when you add all the other stuff to it, it makes it a fantastic system. And it plays things really good. Yeah, so it was it was a good console. It was just that Sony dropped the ball when they released it. A lot of problems too was it was playing it was playing PAL games instead of American games, and that so that people were picking up on that. Alrighty, well I'll switch over to this. Oh, go back to this. And which one is it? Okay, that's a deactivate and then activate. Okay. My camera has to be deactivated from one to the other when I come onto it. But yeah, I also got a 400 mini. The only things I didn't get was the Sega minis. And, because I seen you set up above that you had the Sega. I didn't get in the Sega. Well, there was two things I liked. I liked the Sega CD. I didn't own one. I always rented one and had it. The Dreamcast I loved. The Dreamcast was one of my favorite systems. I bought it when it came out at $9.99. Was it $9.99? Bought it and loved that system and kept it for the longest time. And then I didn't have the Saturn, and yeah, and I still like Sega games now, but well, I told you, Jeff, I have the analog duo. I just haven't added anything to it. And that's the other thing is I had the mini. The problem I ran into the mini was the 400 mini was I could add games, but you have to have, I think the stick has to be 4 gigs or less, and I don't have anything less, that less. It's way more, like 64 or higher. So I ran into a problem. Um, but yeah, the Dreamcast was great. Um, Here it was just, it's like I said, it's one of my favorite systems, and I used to have like, I had the microphone for Seaman. I had well, Seaman, I better put it that way. So I had the fishing controller. Oh Christ, I can't. I had I had the keyboard, had the mouse. Um, did I have the? I think I had a gun attachment thing for it too. I can't remember. But anyways, I had a ton of stuff for it. It was just um, it was just a fantastic system. The fact that we could go online, Fantasy Star Online, it if you look at it now, Fantasy Star Online is so damn primitive. But man, at that time, it was groundbreaking. Yeah, I gotta use. Like I said, I bought it. It's just sitting there. It's still in its box. It's still sitting there. I just haven't done anything with it because I've had that. I have that mini, and it has the games I like. So I've been fine with that. Yeah, Seaman was. I really got into that game because it was just so quirky. It was such a strange game. Yeah, I wish I still had that damn fishing rod. But yeah, I played that fishing game like crazy with that fishing rod. I thought that was the greatest controller when it came out. So that's why I was telling Jeff. I have this fishing game I play on VR, and the first thing I did was start looking for a fishing attachment, and I found it, but the company doesn't make it anymore. Or did Jeff find it? I can't remember. But yeah, we sit there and looked and didn't have, it's just not developed anymore, manufactured anymore. And then, Jeff said, well, why don't you check on eBay? So I got on eBay and I looked, and I'll be damned if it wasn't on eBay anymore. I couldn't find anybody that was getting rid of it. Yeah, Soul Calibur, and Lone, that's the way I am. I'm not a big fighting game fan, but Soul Calibur, man, I fell in love with it. It was the game that changed it for me. It was just I don't know why. It's just the way it operated and worked, and I really liked it. That was a great game. Um, there was another one I liked too. Was it was a quirky game. Was I think it was Tokyo Drift or Tokyo, jeez, can't remember what it was. Tokyo something, but it had a lot of drifting and stuff like that. That was a cool game. Nighttime. It was at night. I think it was mostly nighttime. But the pod racing game on there. The what's the one with the boat? Slipping my mind. I have the Quest 3 up here. Tokyo. No, not Tokyo Rush. Um, Geez, I wish I could remember what the name of it is. It had Tokyo Midnight something, or it's something like that. You come up with the title, I'll tell you if that's it. But yeah, I got the Quest 3. I've had it for a few months now. That's on his channel. I did a lot of VR, and then I added the I was doing predominantly VR, but then I started adding retro into it, and it's only because I mean I like the VR. Don't get me wrong, but you know I'm an old guy. I like my retro games, so so I kind of got into playing them. Showing them more often. But I do like the VR and I do like showing off. The only thing is lately I haven't been able to do it because Quest updated the Quest. Meta updated the Quest, and there was a YouTube chat that I could use, and it would put it on my headset so I could see it, which was cool for people coming in there, and then I could talk to them. Well, I can't use it now. So I don't like that. And, the only way I could do it is like, peeking underneath my visor and seeing if I can see, what people are saying on my phone. And I'm getting old. I can't see as good. So I mess with my Quest 3 all the time. Because here's the funny thing, too, is I use Steam more now because of the Quest. Because I can play my Steam games on the Quest. So all my Steam library I have has been getting a lot of use because I've been playing it on my Quest 3 now. So I use it every day, pretty much, and for a few hours a day, because I'm going back through a whole vast library of stuff from my Steam library. But I also play a lot of the Quest games itself. I have quite a few of them. There's some good ones. Being Deadpool being one of them. Deadpool's pretty cool on it. But also, I like the fact that I have that VR pinball, FX pinball VR. And I got an arcade. I got a crap load of pinball machines. I'm a happy camper. I'm happy to be in my arcade playing pinball machines. And there's some other stuff that I like on it because there's some more lighthearted stuff. There's a lot of puzzle games which I like. The 3D puzzle one, the VR puzzle games. So that's cool. That's what I actually want to play next. Is I have a puzzle VR game, but like I said, with the way it's acting, I just haven't got around to it, which is a shame. Because I really would like to play it, but yeah, I mean I would recommend anybody try VR out. It is a different experience. I think the problem you get into though is people are afraid because people tell you you get headaches all the time. That actually doesn't happen. You could get an eye strain after a while, but it's, that just means for you to get off there, but it's nothing, like a big main headache comes from it and that, the only time like I ever got real dizzy on the VR is when you're standing up and you're doing stuff that, if you're in VR itself, if you can't see your surroundings, it can mess you up. But you're not supposed to be walking around all over the place with it on your headset, your head anyways. It just, you like the alarm back there, Jeff? I had to put Alarmo front and center. Alarmo needs to be seen. That's well, I didn't even hear him when he went off at, since I got these headsets on, I didn't hear him at chiming at 9. I know there's I don't think there's any updates lately, but I think I have pretty much everything on it. The chimes and everything. Well, I love my Alarmo. There's one of them purchases is to a lot of people it's probably stupid as hell to get the Alarmo, but man, that Alarmo it made me tickled to get that. Yeah, I know. I can't wait to the Virtual Boy. What's funny is before I came on, I was watching this one guy that I watched that fixes. He buys a lot of systems and he fixes them. and he got a lot of Virtual Boys, and they they were like untested. This doesn't work or whatever. And the first one he tried actually works. It was working fine, but it's missing the faceplate foam part. I think it was missing the stand or whatever too. But anyways, out of the three systems, two of them are working, and one he's using for parts. And the reason he was having a problem with is the mirrors were making a rattle noise, and so he's just going to use it for parts. And but he picked it up. I think he picked all three of them up for $450, which isn't bad. And it made me look on eBay, and I found a Virtual Boy on there. It was $279. Looked in pretty good condition, but the only thing is it's Japanese, and I don't know if I can't. Back then, remember Nintendo always had their region locked crap, so I don't know if the Virtual Boy was region locked or what have you, because it made no sense to pay $300, because I'm like, shit, that's not bad. I would have picked it up, but I ain't gonna pay $279 for something that I can't use it for anything. And man, the games are expensive as hell on it. So and actually, I don't even know, with the fact that we're gonna get that Virtual Boy thing. What the hell am I even worried about it for? I mean, it'll be fine doing the Virtual Boy on there. So yeah, I'm looking on me on this. I'm trying to see if tell my settings for the my YouTube. Oh, I was wondering why. It's like, why the picture looks like crap, and it's because the settings on my YouTube is set at 480. I don't know why it was at 480. That was terrible. Who the hell would set their thing at 480? But yeah, I am looking for that Virtual Boy. That's gonna be a good day. What I'm interested though is, Jeff, are we going to be able to play tennis together? Because I could swear there is a 2-player mode on Virtual Tennis on Virtual Boy, and but I don't know how that was done back then. Were the systems able to hook up together? I have no clue on. So that'll be interesting to see, because that would be cool on some of them 2-player games, if there's other ones. Because like I said, the Virtual Tennis is the only one I'm thinking there is a 2-player on it. Unless it was like a back and forth, you hand the controller back and forth to each other. But it'd be interesting to see if they're going to have some online games like that where you could play, the Virtual Boys against, if you have Virtual Boy headsets, you can do it against each other. I'd be interested to see that. That's the thing, talk about that Larmo. Well, that's that back there. I don't have, basically in here, that's a lot of the physicals I have. I've got some other places in that, but I've told you, Jeff, I don't have a crap load of physicals. I got a bunch of, what do you call it? The Evercade. I have a little collection of Switch physicals. You can see my 7800s back there. I've got a bunch of what do you call them? Funko Pops. There's my zombie head. It's a Yahtzee. It holds a Yahtzee game. Besides that is my Blu-ray collection of Supernatural, like the whole 15 seasons or whatever. That's actually my pride and joy. I love having that for some reason. And you can partially see my Nintendo lights back there. I've got there's a Christmas tree up at the one part. You can just see the base of it. Yeah, you're right, Jeff. I would think, for the same reason. So, but yeah, I got, Like I got collectibles all over the freaking place. Just stupid crap. I even told the guys the one time I picked up. I had my niece pick me up two stupid Care Bears from the what the hell's that show? Jeez, I'm drawing a blank. I don't even watch it, but the one was 11, and the Demogorgon or whatever, because that's what I have is a Demogorgon 11. Stranger Things. I didn't, I watched that the first couple seasons. I haven't watched it since then. And she was out and she said, "Oh, they got these Care Bears with them on there." And I'm like, they have upside down emblems. They're frowning and they look different than your normal Care Bears. So I told her, I said, just pick them up. You never know. Maybe they'll be something one day. Because, I mean, I have no thing about collecting Care Bears or anything like that. But I just, once in a while, I just pick up, stupid stuff. So, like, here's my controller holder. Ooh, Star Wars. But yeah, I get dumb things like that. Keychains from Nintendo and Virtual Boy hookups, and I've got a bunch of horror stuff all over the place. My bobbleheads and a lot of the collectibles that are on that one shelf not pointing the right way. There, right, that shelf right there by the trash bag. That shelf is a lot of Walking Dead stuff. I'm not admitting it. Just because I like to hug them, don't mean that I love Care Bears. But yeah, they're right now they're sitting out in the garage, just sitting in a bag. Both of them just sitting there. I haven't brought them in yet because I was like, I don't even know what the hell to do with them. I definitely ain't gonna. Well, I wasn't planning on getting married anyways, but I definitely wouldn't be getting married if, if somebody came in here seeing that I had two Care Bears. That might ruin it. That's that I always laugh because I hang out with a lot of couples. The one group of us, I think there's eight or nine couples, and then there's me. And we go to a lot of places to do Christmases together, Thanksgiving, and all this stuff. And once in a while, some of the wives want to fix me up with somebody, and I always have to have the same talk with them that I do with that. And I'm like, have you seen? I said, I'm like a kid. I'm a almost 60-year-old kid running around in a house. I said, what woman's going to come over here and see how I live and be okay with it? They're not going to. That's why, if you're already married, like, with Jeff and Papa Pete and stuff like that, they have their video games and all this stuff, but their wives has been with them for a while and they already know this stuff. They're not coming into it blind. For me, it would have to be meeting somebody and hoping somebody around my age would understand. And that's the tough part. If I'd have met somebody when I was, 20 and 30 like that, they would have been okay with it. But, when you start getting 59, 60 and you have, a big game collection and you have, Care Bears running around, there's not too many people that's interested in that. So, but they keep telling me, it's one day. And I'm like, yeah, okay. When I was driving truck, I just never had time. So, that I just never had time to hook up with anybody because I was working, 14, 16-hour days all the time. That's just, that was my life. But, now being retired, I'm home all the time. But so I have time, but I'm an introvert. I don't go anywhere. I mostly just stay home. I don't like going to places. My friends drag me out to go to places, but on my own, I don't go anywhere. I rather just stay at home. I order everything. My groceries are delivered to me. My products are delivered to me. Everything's delivered to me. So, I don't like to go out anywhere. So, It's not that I won't. It's just I don't like to. But like I said, my friends, they come and basically grab me and make me go out with them. They're afraid I'll die alone or something. So, but anyways, well, it was. I chatted a lot. We played some games. I don't know if we could say I played some games. I attempted to play some games, but through all this game playing, you guys will learn. On some games, I just suck. I can't help it. It just I'm terrible at them. And what's funny about that is I'm better at more modern games than I am on retro games. I mean, when I was at this age, I played the shit out of these games. I was really good at them. Now I'm just not as good. I don't know if it's the older games require more reflexes that I don't use on some of the newer games. Who knows? I don't know what the reason is, but yeah, I play new games. I'll peel through them, and it's like why I do good on the VR. Well, I shouldn't say I do great on VR, but I mean there's a lot of the games I can really play pretty good on the VR. But what really humbles me is coming back to retro games because it's like maybe they were hard. Maybe we thought they were hard when we were younger, but maybe we were right. Maybe they are hard. And so coming back to them humbles you up and realizes that they're tough games. But a lot of these also were based on coin-op games, which were designed to be hard because they wanted you to stick quarters back into them. Now we just have the luxuries that we can continue or whatever. But that's back in the day. That's why I liked. We were talking about yesterday was Gauntlet. I loved Gauntlet because you could keep popping quarters in the Gauntlet and keep your ass moving. So it was great to have games like that. And then Asteroids. If you learned how to handle the little ship and just keep moving around the thing, you can go on Asteroids forever. I remember putting a quarter on that in the arcade, and hell, I'd be on there for a couple hours. I would have to get off because I didn't want to piss everybody off, because they deserved a chance to play. But that's just how it was. So, anyways, I appreciate everybody stopping by tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Hope you didn't mind my rambling. Well, I told you I was alone. I'm single, so I like to talk because I don't get to talk to everybody all the time. Anyways, I enjoyed it. I even if I wasn't that great on it, I'm going to give this game a chance. Salvador sold me on this one to try to play it better. He loves the game. And like I told everybody, most of the people don't like it, but there are a group that do. So I'm gonna give it a fair shake and see if I can play it. And what is it? Karaptika. Crap. That's what I was calling it. But yeah, I suck at it. But I'm gonna try it and see if I can get better on it. He actually helped me know it a little bit better. So we'll see how that works. But anyways, I appreciate everybody stopping. Thanks, Pierre. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Lone. Thanks, Salvador. Appreciate you guys all stopping by. Thanks, Casey was here too, and whoever else that hasn't chatted that might just be in here lurking. I appreciate you coming by. Tomorrow, I don't know what I'm doing. Jeff, when do we got? When are you planning on doing the Jamboree? Jeff has a channel, Go Game Go. We play Wednesday night. We always play Mario Kart Racing, 8:00. Anybody could play, but I think this weekend he's planning on doing. I know he was talking about doing Mario Party Jamboree, and I think he's also thinking about doing some other games. And also, I if I'm not mistaken, I think he talked about maybe doing Mario Kart World on the weekend as well. So I don't know if he's still in here, but if he's not, just go to Go Game Go. Yeah, are you playing Jamboree? What is it, Sunday, or are you doing that Saturday? But yeah, so if it'll depend on what he's doing, because if he's doing Jamboree or whatever other show, I'll be doing that. So that could determine if I do it early, or later or whatever. I don't know. I've always played by ear, anyways. But I'll put a thing out there letting you know if I'm going to be goofing around. But I most likely will do a stream on the weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. And I'm just not sure. I don't know if I'm going to do the turbo graphics since I got the mini out. I might do that. But and then also I keep checking VR to see if they add my chat back in. So who knows? If they do that, I might do a VR game. So, but anyways. I know I keep saying that anyways, and then I keep talking again. But I appreciate everybody stopping by. I hope you all have a good evening and a good weekend. And I'll see you guys sometime during that. And then, like I said, go check Go Game Go. See what he's got going on. If he's doing the Jamboree or he's doing Mario Kart World or whatever. Then, if it's something that's opened up, just come and, tell him that you want to play, and he'll give you the code, and you come on and hang out with us. Anyways, I appreciate you. Everybody have a good evening, and we'll talk to you all later.